What's up there, misfits? How's it going? How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel, Paiges of Ascension. Welcome back if you've been hanging out with me here for a little bit. This is your zodiac season guide for Pisces season. And yes, it's a little late, and I talk about that a little bit in that other video that is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be while I was talking. Okay, so if you want some details on that, feel free to check that out. Just a quick Reader's Digest. The channel is going to go quiet for a couple of weeks in March, and I'll be back on the equinox, the spring equinox, with during a live. Okay, I'm going to do a live stream then. Okay, you know, creator willing, I will be doing a live stream on the spring equinox. So yeah, if you want a little bit of details about what's going on with that, go ahead and check out that video. I'm not going to go into it too much more here. So yeah, this is for mutable signs. Now, if you're a mutable sign, that means you are a Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or Sagittarius. I had to think about that for a second. Okay. So we're just gonna look at what this season's energy is for you, what might be coming in for you, any lessons that Spirit might have for you as well, and, you know, message and theme and all that jazz, okay? So as I was shuffling your cards, you had both of your cards flip over. Your soul lesson did not flip over, which is surprising in and of itself. Sometimes I feel like Spirit has a flair for the dramatic, but it's all gravy. So what I'm seeing here is the veil is particularly thin this season, and what's interesting in and of itself with that, because Pisces is, you know, it's a sign that rules the 12th house. They call the 12th house of the house of self-undoing, okay? It's the house of the secret self, if you will, okay? Things that are hidden, things that are not seen. And the veil, in and of itself, is one of those things. So this feels particularly appropriate for you mutable signs, and I am excited to dig in and see what Spirit has got to say to you. All right, so as I'm getting your cards shuffled up on the board here, I want you to take a look at this side of your screen. That is a disclaimer for my channel, for any video, including this one, that you may watch. So if you are down, go ahead and stick around. But if you are not, this is a good time to exit stage left, my love, okay? No hard feelings. All right. Ooh, okay. So it's really interesting because I was debating whether or not to pull the chakra card deck out for the readings this particular season, and I opted not to and went for this particular deck, as you can see, because it's got the chakra cards in it. Now, you got a lot going on here with these chakra cards, so I do get the feeling that this is going to be in a very, very interesting reading. And let me try to figure out how to make sure y'all can actually see all of these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 2 more. So I hope everyone is doing okay. You know, my heart and thoughts are going out to everyone who is in the process of dealing with the cleanup of all the storms that ran through the U.S. for the past couple of weeks, specifically Texas. I know y'all are getting particularly hard, so my prayers and thoughts are with you, okay? Please stay safe. Wow, okay, so now what I usually do is pull off the top, because the chakra cards also, they reflect an area, but I want to know what it is about that area. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this party started for you. Bottom of the deck. Oh, this is beautiful. So you've got light. That is the sun in traditional tarot. It's starting off good already. I'm feeling your reading right now, mutable signs. Oh, we have power, which is the strength card. My power. My power. Really? Y'all have 4 of the 7 chakra cards on the board right now. Okay. All right. So you have the solar plexus chakra, and that is combined with the throat chakra. So for some of you, these two are intricately connected to each other during Pisces season. Okay. Your personal power is enhanced by speaking, especially by speaking your truth, standing in your power. Okay, let's keep going. So then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which stands for material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, and then we have the crown chakra. All right, and this is combined with harmony, which is representative of the lovers in traditional tarot. Okay, next we have the sacral chakra. I almost called it the sexy chakra. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles with recognition and reward, okay, in this particular deck. Your last 2 cards, partnerships and alliances. Okay, this represents the 3 of Wands in this particular deck. And then last but not least, prosperity begins. This is the Ace of Pentacles in this particular deck. You know, without pulling any other cards, I gotta say, mutable signs, this is looking really, really good. This is looking incredible. There is about to be a very big shift in your abundance over Pisces season, okay? I feel like with these chakra cards coming up, it doesn't necessarily point to a misalignment, at least not in this reading. And I say that because of the cards that it's combined with, okay? You're being asked to tap into your crown chakra energy to find harmony in the decisions that you need to make moving forward. Okay? This could be something regarding career. It could be regarding some type of project. I do feel like it's something that has specifically to do with money, because out of all the cards that you've got here, the majority of them are landing in the Pentacles suit. So we are talking about physical and tangible things. Okay? This might have to do with partnerships, specifically maybe going into business with someone that you know. Okay? And I do feel like you're going to be recognized for your work, for what you've been doing, the hard efforts that you have been putting into whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? So your theme for Pisces season is happy ending. All right? This combined with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, Pisces season is about to literally blast you off into a status in life that some of you have probably never experienced before. And it's going to be a little jarring. It is going to be a little jarring. I am seeing that. You know, remember to allow yourself the space for gratitude and humility. Okay? Because I do feel like in regards to how you feel as far as security is concerned, being secure within yourself, that's going to be particularly important for you to take advantage of these energies that are present this season. Okay? Now, I'm sorry, I'm realizing these cards are ginormous and you cannot see them all. My bad, dude. My bad. Hopefully my setup will also be changing when I come back on the equinox, okay? But in any case, your power comes from standing in it. Standing in your power. Utilizing that solar plexus chakra. And then elevating it to speak your truth. Confirmation with the throat chakra, okay? And it is in doing this that is going to usher in this material and spiritual prosperity. It is this that is going to allow you to bring in harmony to your thoughts. Okay? Because I feel like for some of you, thoughts may be a little bit of everywhere right now. And trust me, honey, I get it. Because I've been there. Okay? I've been there. Just as early as, like, late last week. Okay? I've been there. Alright? I don't know about y'all, but that Mercury retrograde straight kicked my ass. Like, I don't think I've ever experienced a Mercury retrograde like that before. It was eye-opening and a little terrifying all at the same time, okay? But in any case, there are people that are coming into your life to help you. I'm seeing some extremely strong partnerships coming. With partnerships and alliances coming up, with prosperity begins, you got to remember that Ace of Pentacles is a seed. It's a seed of potential. You know, so it's almost like you're being asked, especially if you are engaging in a particular partnership and choosing to move forward in that you actually water that seed and allow it to grow. And to be in as balanced as you can, you know, while you do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start looking at some clarifiers. Let's see here. I definitely want to clarify the throat chakra and the solar plexus card, because out of all the times that I've used these cards, it's really rare for, first of all, it's really rare for 4 of the chakra cards to come out in one spread, but it's even more so for them to double up on each other. That doesn't happen. So I really want to look into that. I guess we can look at the Lovers and the Crown Chakra. And you know what? Let's go ahead and look at the Sacral Chakra too. So we're going to be clarifying those. Now, make sure you stick around to the end. I am going to be pulling a couple more cards for each individual mutable sign for the season. It's only 2. It's you know, a little message, an additional message, I should say, from your guide, and it's going to be a look at the transitional space that you're in, or that you are potentially in during this particular season. Pisces season is incredibly good for that, okay? Even though fire and water both are spiritually purifying, there is a vast difference between those energies, okay? So, the entrance to Pisces season and the exit of Pisces season is very, very noticeable. At least for me, okay? And that could just be because I have Pisces pretty prominent in my chart. Keeps shit interesting. But, yeah, so what else do we have for the solar plexus and the throat chakra? Alrighty. Okay. So some of you are feeling like time is not on your side. And it is. And I get the feeling it's about to get really noisy. I cannot do anything about that. Please be patient with me, alright? So the first card that comes up for you is integrity. And that actually makes a lot of sense for what I'm seeing here. Because, you know, there are times in life when it's much easier to walk with the crowd and do what the crowd is doing versus having integrity and doing what is best for you. We see it happen all the time. I mean, if we're really looking for an example, look to your high school experience. How much cliquish bullshit did you experience? You know, did you contribute or take part in things that put other people down because the rest of the group was doing it and you didn't want to end up being the person who was getting picked on in the end? Okay? That's integrity. Or I should say lack of integrity in that case. But you know, high school is what it is. We're all learning, okay? But in this instance, I feel like your integrity and how you utilize your power and how you utilize your voice with that power is essential. It is essential for you for Pisces season. Okay? It's divine timing. Alright, so when I look at your reading, 3 is a very prominent number for you. You have 3 threes, 2 sixes, and the clock on here strikes 9. It's a 3, 6, 9 rule. I'm not going to explain it. Go look it up. It's a rabbit hole. It's kind of awesome. When I tend to see the 3, 6, 9 rule playing out in a reading, it tells me that quite literally the universe is speaking to you. You just need to listen. You need to have the humility to listen. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at the crown chakra. And the Lover's card. There we go. Air Dragon. So for some of you, this is a matter of you having the courage to speak a truth to a partner, okay? And, you know, outside of the Lover's card being here, well, I guess you can make an argument with the Ace of Pentacles too in this deck because of the way that it's portrayed, but the way I'm feeling, like, it's a stretch to say that this is about love. It really is. It's a stretch as far as I'm seeing. This can be about friendship. This can be about business partnerships for you. But again, aces are seeds. So with the Ace of Air falling under this particular group here, it's saying that it's suggested that you utilize your intuition to bring harmony into this situation. And harmony will be had by speaking your truth and doing so in a harmonious manner, okay, in a balanced manner. For some of you, you know, as with the Lover's card can often represent, is the choice to do this. That's what's on the table right now for you. Do I say these things that are in my heart that I feel like I need to or not? That's up to you. I can't tell you what to do, okay? But it is suggested that you tap in so that the answer can come to you. So you can figure out what direction to go regarding this, okay? So let's go ahead and look at your last chakra card, and then we will move on to your other cards. And there it went. All right, so we have, oh my goodness, we have that Earth Dragon, or Green Dragon, as I like to call them. And then you have Heaven and Earth that popped out, which is very much an embodied energy of as above, so below. And the fact that Desire is at the bottom of the deck for you, I feel like for a lot of you, there is a certain sense of balance that you feel is absent in your life that you are seeking at this time. And what this, you know, the cards on the table are pointing to is the need for you to seek out your own inner fortitude in order to gain that balance, in order to gain that harmony. You know, in order to gain the insight into places where you may not have been in your highest, most integrative self. And it happens to all of us, you know, so no shame, no shame. We all have our moments, okay? But for you, I feel like specifically mutable signs, your integrity and how you move through the situations being presented to you, especially in regards to partnership, is very, very, very important to this happy ending that Spirit is saying is literally right in front of you. Okay? So, the message that Spirit has for you is thin, thin veil. Okay? And I was talking about this a little bit in the beginning, how, confirmation again. That the veil between worlds, between heaven and earth, if you want to go there, okay, if we're just looking for titles to call it, So the veil between heaven and earth, or spirit and man. You know, the creator and the co-creator. Co-creator's you. Okay? That's very thin during the season. Pisces is probably the most psychic sign that there is out there. It's the like OG of the zodiac, okay? Regardless of age. Regardless of age. It has been rare, at least in my own life, that I have run across a low vibrational Pisces. It's rare. I can count them on one hand. There is at one point in my career, in like retail and customer service, where every single person I worked with was a damn Pisces. Which was okay, because I liked the job, you know, and I really liked working with them. I, you know, didn't like the pay, but we're not going to go there. But in any case, the veil is particularly thin right now for you mutable signs. Okay? So, not only is it important to know that and understand that in your core, but it points the need to ensure that you are balanced throughout this season. Do what you need to maintain balance in this season. That is of utmost importance. Okay? There are certain things that need to be let go so that you can plant these new seeds. I mean, for crying out loud, you've got 3 aces in your reading. 3. Some of the best cards in the deck are on the table for you right now. So as far as I can tell, you are looking at an amazing, amazing Pisces season, mutable signs. It's in your energy, because Pisces is mutable energy. So you're kind of at home in this. And it's not even so much at this point of going with the flow, as mutable signs are notoriously known for and very proficient at, if I say so myself. But also that it's about how you're directing that energy. Are you directing it to your happy ending? Because that's what Spirit is requesting you to do. What is it that you want in life? What is it that you want to do? Or as I like to say, what is it that you do or that makes you forget to eat, sleep, and shit? Okay? That's how you know that you're truly passionate about something. If you can go hours upon hours upon hours and forget that there is a world outside of whatever it is that you're doing in that moment. Happy ending. For some of you, that's a business partnership. For some of you, that's abundance, generally speaking. Okay? For some of you, that's recognition. Because it's long fucking overdue. I almost made it the entire video without dropping an F-bomb. I'm really proud of myself there. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your soul lesson. Well, I'll be. So, honesty is your card. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. What did I say about this integrity card? Honesty and integrity should be your operas mundi for this season. And I feel like if you follow that, if you follow the signs and synchronicities that Spirit is sending you, and you go down those rabbit holes, and you sincerely make an effort to maintain balance in your life, in your emotional life, how you speak to others, allowing yourself to be an open channel for Spirit, Source Creator, okay? And finding what makes you feel truly secure. You win. You win. Okay, so I am now, which I probably should have thought about picking out these cards before I started the video, but I wasn't actually sure if I was going to do these or not. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into the symbolism of the liminal excuse me, the liminal oracle. This is merely a sign and a symbol for you to reflect on, ponder on, think on, and see how it might relate to where you are at the current moment. Okay, so your liminal, oh my gosh, really? If you are interested in seeing these cards, there is an unboxing video on one of on my unboxing playlist on the channel. This is called the Liminal Spirits Oracle, and it's absolutely incredible. I use it on my own quite a bit, but this is probably the first time I'm actually using it on the channel. So go ahead and check that out. I'll make sure that I link that somewhere up here or whatnot. The angle is so weird. Okay. All right. What is the liminal space that mutable signs are in? Excuse me. What is the liminal space that Pisces is in for Pisces season? Liminal space for Pisces. Pisces season. Oop. Oh, well, isn't that crazy? You guys got time. We're talking about time right here. Okay, so time, timing, numbers. That's going to be a very specific synchronicity for you, Pisces. Okay? Let's get a message from your guides to go with this liminal energy. Guides for Pisces. What do you have to say to them about Pisces season? Nope. Okay, this is the one that flipped over, so we're just going to call that. Alright, so you got lead by example. So Pisces, during your season... Oh, happy birthday, by the way. I'm so sorry that I didn't say that. That's really rude of me. But during your birthday season, you are being asked to pay attention to time. Now, I feel like for some of you, this is the time that you are spending in... like, how are you using your time? How are you utilizing your time? I feel like that's particularly important for you, with time being a concept that has come up twice in your reading, okay? And again, with the honesty and the integrity and the power, you're being called into a leadership position, Pisces. Step up. Step up and take your place, okay? Spirit is calling you to do that. So Pisces, lead by example. Keep track of the time, synchronicities, numbers specifically. I feel like is going to be interesting for you. Timing of the moon. So, you know, when certain things are happening or you're getting certain ideas or certain rabbit holes, go ahead and take a peek and see where the moon is at, because that might be important for you in the long term to discovering some type of pattern. Okay? Good, bad, doesn't matter. Patterns are patterns. Okay? Alright, so let's look at Virgo. What is the liminal message for the sign of Virgo? Okay, give me 1 second because this is going to cut off. Okay, there we go. What is the liminal message for Virgo? Alright, Virgo. You got deer. So what that kind of tells me is that some of you might actually need to get out in nature. Now, granted, I know that like half the country has been frozen for the last couple of weeks, so totally not blaming you if you haven't been taking a stroll outside. Like, let's keep it real, okay? But if you have the appropriate weather at this time and the time to get out in nature, it is suggested that you do so. And with the deer popping up, it makes me think woods specifically. So some of you, it might be worth taking a hike, okay? Like if you've got a park next to you that's very lush and full of trees, you know, anywhere that deer roam, okay, is what I'm getting for you. All right, Spirit guides, what is the message for Virgo? Oof, we'll take the top one. Okay. So your message is to focus on the positive. Okay, so Virgo, what this tells me, some of you, I'm getting a cabin fever feeling with this, to be completely frank with you. And because you've been in that energy, it's been a little harder for you to stay positive. Okay, so you need a dose of Gaia in your life. Okay, get outside, go do some walking, go do some hiking. It's gonna do you good. Okay, all right, let's look at Gemini. I can tell I'm sitting way too far from the table. Oh my word. Okay, Geminis, y'all are scattered. Let's see why. What is the liminal message for the sign of Gemini for Pisces season, please? All right. Whew, okay, Belladonna. Well, so this is interesting. Gemini, what I feel like this is speaking to you about specifically during Pisces season, and ironically enough, this is not something I would have expected to come up for your sign specific, but what Belladonna is pointing to me is, what are your habits on what you eat and what you drink and what you ingest? Something that you have been putting in your body, okay, is not healthy for you. Belladonna it's one of those plants, like, it's in and of itself very poisonous, okay, but it can also be used to heal in the right amount. So it could be for some of you that there is some type of substance or thing that you are taking too deep a part of, that you are too involved with, and it may be having the opposite effect for you, okay? And I feel like if that's the case, this is something that you've noticed before now. It's just that I feel like during Pisces season, it's going to come to the forefront. So it's one of those scenarios that I kind of was talking about in kind of that channel update video, where it's necessary to go deep and to reflect on those things that need to be changed, those patterns that need to be changed, so that you can become the best version of yourself, so that when you show up, you are showing up as your highest vibrational self. Okay, so specifically for you, Gemini, it might be worth it for you also to go into a small hermitage. Now, you don't necessarily have to do it for, you know, the same amount of time that I mentioned in that video. You know, do it for as long as you're called to, but I do feel like this process is particularly necessary for you, okay? Spirit, what are the messages? What's the message for Gemini for Pisces season? What do the spirit guides have to say to Gemini during Pisces season? All right. Interesting. Okay, so Gemini, you are here for a reason. This is self-explanatory. And I feel like, ooh, confirmation. I feel like for some of you, you've kind of been drowning your insecurities in whatever this Belladonna represents to you. Okay? If you're not familiar with the plant belladonna, look it up. There's lots of information out there. And I could tell you stuff like I know it's a plant, I know it's poisonous, it's often used in magic, it can also be used in medicine. As many things that can heal can also kill. That's duality in action, you know, for our dimension, okay? But look into belladonna. I think that researching this particular plant is going to have some messages for you about how best to approach this secluded time that I feel like you might be about to go in for Pisces season. I can't say that it's going to happen beyond that. I'm not necessarily seeing anything. This is just an intuitive hit for you. But you are here for a reason. So stop doubting yourself. Listen. Slow down. Quiet yourself and listen to spirit. And when you do that, spirit speaks. Okay? Spirit speaks all the time. It's just a matter of you can hear it. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at Virgo. Spirit, what is the liminal message for the sign of Virgo for Pisces season? That's very interesting. All right, so Virgo, you got forest. So Spirit is specifically saying that you definitely need to get your butt up in a forest, okay? Again, considering you and Pisces are dualistic energies, dualistic sides of the same energy, okay? This kind of doesn't surprise me. Oh my gosh. That was supposed to do Sagittarius. Okay, so that explains why we're doubling down there. I'm sorry. We're going to do that again. Wow, special sauce. Okay, so Virgo, there might be pertinent importance of Pisces season for you. I mean, literally the energy is doubling down that you need to get out in nature. So I feel like that needs to be highest on your agenda for this season, okay? Let's try that again. Let's go look at Sagittarius. Wow. That is so, like, trippy that happened. Spirit, what is the message for Sagittarius for Pisces season? What is the liminal message for Sagittarius for Pisces season? Okay. Sagittarius, you got crystal. Okay, so some of you might not actually need to do some crystal healing work, okay, or work with crystals during Pisces season. And this could be, you can work with crystals for any number of things. My favorite way to use them is when I'm doing healing work on myself, okay, and then working with, like, my chakras and stuff. So it's possible some of you may need to do the research as to what crystals are going to best benefit you at this time for what you're trying to heal, and do so through crystals and working on your chakra system, okay? All right. So the guided message for Sagittarius is feel joy in all you do. Okay, so for some of you, you're looking for crystals, or it's suggested that you look for crystals that inspire happiness and joy in you. This, for some of you, that may be something that has been a little fleeting, or maybe a little fleeting during Pisces season. Sag, you're a fire sign. Fire and water, like, logistically don't really mess with each other like that. So some of you could literally be all up in your feels right now, okay? So look for a crystal that is going to inspire joy in you, okay? When I think joy, I think solar plexus chakra. So citrine's always good. Sunstone is really good for that. You can do yellow jasper, you can do bumblebee jasper. Pretty much any yellow stone you can think of is going to be efficient in helping you to get in that energy, okay? And because like this particular card is orange and it's coming up with crystals, it makes me think that some of you, this sacral card, sacral chakra card coming up, has a lot more to do with you and your situation and your energy and where you're at this time. So if that's the case and that is a chakra that needs healing, then you want to look for an orange, an orange crystal to help you with that. So like there's orange calcite. One of my favorites to actually work with when I was doing sacral chakra work was orange carnelian. It's an incredible stone. It's very grounding, but it's also very purifying. It's gentle in how it heals the energy of that particular chakra. So that's one of my favorites, but there are many orange stones out there. You know, visit your local metaphysical shop. And if you don't have one, there's plenty of resources online. If you still can't find anything that like speaks to you, you can always leave me a message in the comments and I'll be happy to help to throw a couple more out there for you that you can look into to see which one is going to be good for you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and call that here. Thank you so much for joining me, Mutable Signs. I look forward to speaking to all of you in Aries season on the spring equinox. I wish you much peace and prosperity during Pisces season. Remember, your peace is your power. Okay, I love you, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.